Monday Night Raw, September 1st, literally first day of September, 2003. We open the show with our brand new AEW Evolve champion, Al Snow. Al comes out, there's a standing ovation from the crowd. They're still riding off the high from last week. So happy for him. And then that is completely killed by the dread that is Sean O'Hare's theme. And so, Sean O'Hare has chosen a finisher match, which is basically you just have to hit your finisher to win. Pretty straightforward. So, Al's is obviously the snowplow.
Yes.
And Sean is the Widowmaker, which I redubbed the Devil's Cruelty.
That's correct.
And boy, was the Devil cruel, because 5 seconds into the match, think a la Brock Lesnar and Kofi Kingston on that SmackDown main event. I do think
that, yes.
Al ran at him, jumped up. O'Hare caught him, literally hits him with Devil's Cruelty, and that is the match.
But yeah, the thing that struck me was just because you need 5 victories to then go forward, it's not as though, let's say Al chose not to rush. Let's say he said, I want to do all 5 of my defenses in Ohio, theoretically. It's not like the title was established to say, oh, you have to do it every 7 days.
Yeah, you have to defend monthly.
Exactly. It's interesting. So I like the variety of the way we do things.
Yeah, I was about to say, since the style's creation, everyone, especially in today's world, thinks faster is better.
Yes.
So if you've noticed a pattern, every single champion has said, I got to get these defenses as quickly as possible. Because otherwise you're just holding the title, essentially, is what they think. Now, not to say maybe down the line there might be a guy that's like, I'll pick and choose.
Patience, yeah. Patience is a virtue.
Indeed. But as of right now, it ain't for Al Snow.
There's one guy, I know neither one of us have him right now because he's on the shelf, but there's one guy that I could definitely see leaning toward patience because he's the ultimate opportunist.
Okay.
And so he makes sure that he defends the title when it's best for him.
He has the most advantage to do so.
Yeah, I was looking over my notes and I saw when he comes back and I was like, oh, that's good. That's going to be good to have him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, does he come back this year?
It's the SmackDown after WrestleMania.
Okay. Cool.
It was the Raw after WrestleMania, so I made it the SmackDown after.
Yeah. I got you. I follow. Yeah.
Because he went out the pay-per-view before Mania 19.
Yeah, because he was supposed to... This is when he had the neck surgery.
Correct,
right? So
yes.
This is the one he dragged out for like 3 extra months or something.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to be cautious in a broken neck situation.
Yeah, I couldn't be mad, especially when you see what ended his career originally for the first time.
Yeah.
Now, thank God he's back and all that, but
of course,
still,
yeah,
crazy world. But so O'Hare beats Al Snow in probably one of the quickest Raw matches ever.
Mm-hmm.
But at least definitely quickest title defense in AEW history.
Yes.
Nothing else. Crowd's a little sad, a little dejected. O'Hare picks up the microphone and says, "Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really break a sweat there. So I guess I'll go ahead and get this first title defense out of the way tonight." So, you know what? I don't even want to know who my opponent is. Make it a surprise. I'll see you in the main event.
Ooh, wowzers. Okay. Open and close the show.
Yeah.
I didn't know Sean O'Hare's middle name was Triple H.
Yeah, it is today. Say Sean Triple H O'Hare.
Yeah.
What a name.
There was definitely a period where that was how Triple H did on Raw. He would open and close the thing. Sometimes has some in between segments, too.
About to say, has some stuff in the gap. Raw would be a 2-hour show. Triple H would be on an hour and a half.
Exactly.
Good Lord. The Reign of Terror was something different. Next up, we have Cena and Rhino just in a casual squash match. Out come the wrestling's greatest tag team, yo. They look them dead in their eyes and it's like, listen, we got distracted. We're not going to lie. Had a lot of stuff going on. But we're here to say we want the next shot of those tag team championships. Out comes Goldust and Billy. They say just because we lost our rematch does not mean we don't want those tag team championships again. We want another shot. We're not done yet.
So every time you talk about John Cena in this era, there's a specific guy that comes to my mind. And I'll ask you now if you plan on giving Carlito Jesus, because as you may remember, we did not book Jesus because he was fairly irrelevant. And so we both forgot that he existed. But when thinking about Carlito and the fact that he got released or not renewed.
Yeah, but no, Carlito got released. Truth was the one that got not renewed. And since we have a couple seconds, what the hell, WWE?
Well, and it's weird because I had a guy ask me today, he was like, what do you think about Truth? I was like, I'll be honest, I care far less about R-Truth than I do Carlito, because Carlito is like such, like, yes, he might be a background player, but he's such a memorable player in all the backstage segments with a faction that is actively being used all the time.
Constantly.
Like, you know, keep your hands off for nuggets and things of that nature. It's like, come on, like, Truth, don't get me wrong, always money when he shows up, but he's so rarely around that it was like, okay, fine, I'll whatever.
True, but even
I'm not for it.
Whenever he did pop up, though, WWE made bank.
Yes.
That Ron Cena thing, they're still selling those T-shirts.
Oh, they just pulled them. And I think it was just so they didn't get proved wrong about making a mistake. And I always think that's so lame.
Which is dumb.
Like, why would you not like to make money?
I really don't understand. I'm sitting here thinking about how to make money right now.
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm hoping someday this makes money. So
Well, check this out. So, as far as money making endeavors, I know that the day Ron Killings opens a pro wrestling tea store, he's going to be selling some merchandise.
Gonna be rich.
Like, the guy just is so
richer.
Smart when it comes to, because how many John Cena t-shirts could he put the Ron Cena gimmick on, you know?
All of them.
And you don't have to necessarily say Cena, but put his face over the John Cena face, you know?
Dude would literally be selling those Fruity Pebble T-shirts like hotcakes.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
So he's just so creative. Like, he made the 24/7 stuff watchable for a long period of time. Him and Drake Maverick, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, when he needs to get serious, he can get serious. To this day, I still remember his heel turn on John Morrison.
Absolutely.
Where he smoked the cigarette, blew the smoke on him, and I'm sitting there thinking, that's probably the most unhealthiest thing that's ever touched John Morrison's body.
I love John Hannigan, oh my goodness.
Right, legend.
But yeah. And some people might say, oh, it's 53. It's like, he don't look it.
So?
Yeah. It's like, my
I'm about to say,
age is not what it used to be.
I'm about to say, he could still move the exact same.
Do you
You
know-
have older dudes on the roster.
I was going to say, I think that he was moving better than John Cena was.
He is.
He was portraying John Cena better than
I'm
John
about
Cena
to say,
was.
when he was doing the 5 moves of doom, I'm like, damn, he's
One of these guys is still at it.
Listen, and I get, like, Cena's been, let's be honest, he's been out of action for
Yeah.
3,
And he
4 years.
is legitimately calling it a day. So it's like, I'm not even mad at him for it.
Because here's the thing. I wasn't sitting here expecting John Cena to perform. We all saw that Austin Theory
exactly.
match.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, that's what he can do now.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more. But most importantly, the story itself. I could totally see the possibility, I'm not saying a guarantee, but the possibility of R-Truth being our second black AEW champion. Like, we've already agreed that Mark Henry is going, spoiler for the future, Mark Henry's going to be the top guy at some point. Because we both love Mark Henry. But I could totally see Ron at some point getting that push, you know?
I wouldn't even be mad at it.
Yeah, like, again, it's not guaranteed, but...
We'll talk about it in the future.
Yeah.
I'm because really, truly, especially, like...
agility, appearance, personality, like,
charisma.
What's he missing?
Factor. I'm about to say, what's Anthony Bones' 5 tools? Because Truth got him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm about to say, he's everything but the pride of pro wrestling at this point.
Yeah, I think the only thing that was holding R-Truth back when he challenged John Cena was John Cena. And it was the idea that he just didn't lose realistically.
Yeah.
But we've never treated John Cena in that way. So, you know, we'll just see how it goes.
To be fair, I think Cena has a decent winning record.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've jobbed him out to the stars.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Before.
I wasn't insulting your booking. I like your booking.
Yeah.
I was just saying John in our world has
He's
not yet
he's
gotten
not
to the
Super
unstoppable.
Cena.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
He's not Super Cena yet. And to be perfectly honest, I don't ever plan to book him to be Super
Sure.
Cena. He'll be booked strongly, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
But,
Like, we book a lot of people strong.
yeah, but like he's not gonna be impervious. Like if I feel like, man, it'd be great if John Cena lost here. He's gonna lose.
Yeah. Love it.
Man. But yeah, to summarize all that stuff, because I don't know.
The actual question was, do you plan on booking Jesus to be with Carlito?
Is that how we got on this
That's
topic?
how we started there, yeah.
Good Lord. Okay.
Because you can have him. Okay, if you wanted him, you can have him.
Nah, probably not. I'll probably find a different use for him because he's a big dude.
Big dude, yeah, but he's only got about 4 to 6 months in the company. Yeah, not long.
And I don't think that's until 2004.
Oh, yeah. I know it's not. Okay. I know it's not till later on. I was just asking for curiosity.
No, that was more of a question than
yeah, so whenever John goes to film The Marine is when Jesus comes in because he's the guy in the club.
Yeah, I had my buddy Jesus stab and not. For the audio listeners, I'm winking. Because I just realized it's one of the first ones in a while we've done that's just a bit.
It's your only.
video.
Oh, no, your second time because Scooby Doo WrestleMania Mystery was non-visual.
Yeah. These are rare for me, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So Eric comes out, I'm back, all that good stuff.
Better than ever.
And he says, you know what? This is all great stuff. Really love to see it. Listen, next week, you guys, number one contenders match. Can you please vacate the ring? Because we got some very important people coming out for this next match. So, number one contenders match for the tag titles. Wrestling's greatest tag team, Billy and Goldust. Good times ahead.
Absolutely.
So, commercial, come back. We hear Regal's music hits for his debut match on Monday Night Raw. Out strolls the women's champion, Gail Kim, to stand in his corner.
In my mind, she's dressed fly.
Oh, dressed to the nines.
Absolutely.
You know, Gail can put it on. Regal's out first match against Rico.
Okay.
Just because I like Rico.
Sure.
Yeah, give him some TV time.
Well, and here's the thing: like we've never given him that same spotlight that WWE did. He's not a part of the non-existent wedding that didn't occur.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Billy and Chuck don't exist.
Well, yeah. He's not a part of 3-Minute Warning because they had a different role to play.
Like we took all of his stuff.
I was gonna say all of his top quality things were discontinued in our world.
Oops.
Oh, it's okay. You know, like I think the Samoan SWAT team was excellent. I've really enjoyed all the stuff I did with Chuck Palumbo.
Yeah.
Like, spoiler, later in the year, he's going to get such freaking prominence that it's not even funny, which will then lead to, his fall and subsequent release, but that's next year, so we'll get there when we get there.
Such is life.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'll find something for Rico, because I do really like Rico.
Oh, yeah, he was a
good TV presence.
Absolutely. And
I know you hated it, but I feel like that dance battle with Rikishi was just excellent.
Okay. It paid off in the end. But it was just I didn't know what you knew. And I'm always that way. If I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm like, I don't like being here in the dark.
Hey, what's the old saying? Sometimes you got to enjoy the journey and not the destination.
Yeah, I struggle with that, sir.
I know. That's what makes it funny. So obviously Regal wins, though. He pretty much out wrestles them, stretches them out.
Yeah. Well, and he's the new shiny toy in the toy chest, so it's like, of course it makes sense.
And we don't get too many of these per year, so we gotta take advantage.
I think we have been very reserved when it comes to flip-flopping, trading, change-ups, right?
I think we've only done 2 this year, if I remember right.
Well, we did Nydia for Kevin, and now we've done Regal for Toa Reigns.
Didn't we do Rock for somebody too? Or am I misremembering this? Maybe we're still.
I just let you use Rock because it was a match it just made sense.
Yeah,
like,
got it. So he just showed. I mean, those two are big enough stars they can show them on both shows.
Yeah, like it's kind of like how that the draft doesn't matter when Cody and John Cena are feuding on both shows type thing.
Yeah, valid point.
But I know for a fact we've got 2 more trades coming next year.
Yes.
But again, it's for the sake of the story. It's what makes the story make sense.
Yeah.
So
it definitely adds things. But so Regal Stretch, tap. You know what it is.
Of course.
After the match though is where the juicy stuff comes. Tori comes out and says, "Gail, you got away with a fast one that was real smooth, real clever." Eric, I actually genuinely believe didn't know anything about it because I actually did see him run out of the locker room to go to Stephanie's locker room. So if there was any proof that he didn't know, it was that. So with that being in mind, I can't punish him, but I can punish you. So 2 weeks time, Gail Kim versus Victoria. We will have a rematch, and that rematch will be inside a solid steel cage for the women's championship.
So, I don't mean to interject my thoughts and opinions,
Thoughts and opinions.
but I'm going to. While I'm not against that match at all, I think that's going to be great.
Right.
I would love, now this is up to you when and how you do it, but I would love for the Raw Women's division to get a TLC 2 at some point, because
I already have that book.
Oh, perfect. I'm just saying, because remember how we were saying in TLC 1 that this hasn't even happened in real life? It's like, yeah, we do it this early.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that'd be cool to get like a Trish, Lita, Victoria, Molly, Gail Kim TLC match. It's like nothing but talent up in here.
Yeah. So many options. I wish Jazz was injured too.
Of course. But, you know, I just knew that she was on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eat defeat and all that.
Listen, the most dominating eat defeat in history. And then, so, obviously that announcement, big pop, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Next segment, main event of the night, Sean O'Haire.
Is he accompanied by Kane and Jericho?
No, because Evolved Up.
That's right. Yeah, they just got to keep an eye on him in the back.
I'm about to say, literally, so, like, we get, like, a view of them in Gorilla. Chris is just laying on the floor. Kane is like, yeah, I carried him here. He's alive. And Sean pats Kane on the chest, tells him, take the night off. I got this.
Yep.
Heads out to the ring, and his opponent is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh my goodness.
And Ric Flair, this is Flair. He's not a big gimmick guy. He doesn't do all this extra. Ric Flair does his best work in an old-fashioned, regular-ass singles match.
Yeah. Well, and you've got to have that every now and then. You know, yes, the gimmick is you get
Gimmicks.
to pick, but just because you get to pick don't mean you can't. Like, some people like vanilla.
Yep.
And, like, Ric Flair said, you know what, I'm going to give me the classics.
Give me the classics. And the classic we did have. These two go a good 30 minutes. This is just what Rick does.
Of course.
And this is
He's known for carrying guys who can't win the world title into a match that people are like, oh, I think that guy
yeah,
can be world champion.
that guy should be a world champion.
Yeah. And then he'll go to another town and do the same thing with another guy.
And that's why he's one of the greats, man. But so yeah, Rick and O'Haire have a classic match, one of the best Raw main events I've had in a while. It does eventually break down. O'Haire does hit the Devil's Cruelty on Rick, and he does get the 1, 2, 3. He walks out. Or no, just kidding. After the match, Rob Van Dam kicks O'Haire in the face.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Yeah, so he does his like top rope.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep, dynamic entry kick. Sets up for the 5-star frog splash. Kane runs out, drags O'Haire out of the ring. So Rob looks at Rick, who he's still feuding with, shrugs,
yeah, exactly.
and then just jumps 3/4 of the way through the ring to hit a 5-star on Rick.
It's amazing to me just how versatile that wrestler is. Like,
Make
he
no
can do
sense.
things with his body that don't make no sense.
Don't make
Exactly.
No sense. He challenges O'Haire to a ladder match next week for the Evolve title.
That's beautiful.
And that's how we close the show.
Love it. Man, I love Rob Van Dam. And Sean O'Haire's a guy I always thought could have been more. I
If
mean,
they
so
let him
much,
be
so
more.
much so that I gave him the big
World
gold
title, I'm
belt
about to
in
say, he was
WCW.
for it.
Oh, love it.